Once the traveler shows up, everything will get better.
Hey, Auroron, over here!
Oh, hey there, traveler in Paimon.
So you were looking for us? We came at...
You did? That makes me feel warm and fuzzy.
The heck? Where is this coming?
You are truly the best friends I could ask for. If my vegetables met you, I'm sure they'd grow all the
What makes...
Well, it's a compliment. I heard that complimenting people makes them happy. Did it work? It's that obvious, huh? Well, you're right. I feel like an aphid who can't find a flower. Yes, Granny's a genius, as you know. Geniuses often stand... And on top of that, I'm her grandson. Which means, if that sounds serious, it's because it is. So...
Oh, what happened exactly? You make it sound...
I had to get you involved. Most people can't. Of course you can. You were the first person I thought of, Gramps. Gramps is what I called you when we first met. And I know I got told off for it, but please let me off for calling you that one more time. It feels like there's something unique about you. Even Granny Seatlali treats you like you're someone special. And everything, if I had a woven scroll that listed the 40 people who can deal with Granny Seatlali, your name would be at the top.
Wait, so who are these other 39?
Also the Traveler. The rest of the list is just the Traveler 39 more times. Please, you've got to help me. This is really important. Although it looks like I'm just hanging around with nothing to do, inside, I'm distraught about the path ahead. But now that you're here, I can start moving again, before time runs out. You know how much Granny loves to drink, nap, and read light novels, right? If you offer her what she wants,
You mean use those things as bait to distract her so she won't notice what you're...
That's right. Don't worry, I won't make you do all the work. I've planned it all out, including what you need to say. All you need, dear Granny, I have the latest volume of Mirage Warriors here, along with the special edition spin-off of the case files. She'll pretend not to be interested for a few seconds, then think of an excuse to say yes.
He's just trying to butter you up. Even Paimon can tell. He's just sick.
No, I mean it. Granny might not say it out loud, but I can tell she has a soft spot for the Traveler.
If you say so. Paimon's still not convinced, but if all we have to...
It's as easy as watering vegetables, and if my vegetables were here, they'd... Sorry, there's no time for just trust me. Let me take you to her. With you here,
Skyward! Scatter!
Huh?
What's the matter?
It's Granny. She's gone. She was standing there at the cave entrance to stop me from going in, standing right in my way.
Oh, you meant literally standing in your way. This whole time, Paimon thought you were being metaphorical.
Granny says it's tacky when light novels use contrived metaphors. I don't want to be...
Wait, but aren't you comparing yourself to a light novel? Isn't that kind of...
What? Oh, darn it.
Yeah, see, Lolly probably figured there was no point standing in your way anymore.
I don't think it'll be that simple. Granny wouldn't release me from her grasp so easily. She might have laid a trap for me, or maybe when I get inside, I'll get caught by one of her surveillance spells.
Yeah, let alone lay a trap for you. Unless... You haven't been up to no good again, have you?
I just want to rescue someone, and Granny won't let me.
Rescue someone? Oh no, what?
Could I ask you to go inside and take a look at him? I think he should be safe for now, but...
But then...
I'll have to wait outside, or I might fall into one of Granny...
You mean you want us to fall into her trap?
No, you'll be fine. Granny's traps will recognize it's the Traveler, so they'll leave you alone. Sure it is. I mean, I've told my aphids all about your heroic deeds, so I assume Granny's told her traps too.
You can't just assume.
Either way, I'm counting.
Well, sounds like someone's life is at stake, so we... Guess we just keep following this path? Aurora seemed pretty confident that Lolly's traps won't harm us. But still, it can't hurt to be careful. We made it in without a hitch. Maybe St. Lolly's traps. Wait, look! There's someone there! Hi! Are you okay? Can you hear him? Is he asleep? Or sick? Do you also, what the heck's been going on here? Lots of strange and mysterious stuff around. Could be. Let's get Auroron in here. He'll know what this is all about.
Sorry, Granny.
All grown up now, are we?
I'm truly sorry.
Now that you're one of the 6 heroes, you think you can do as you please, do you? Well, explain yourself, you dummy. How exactly were you thinking of helping that spirit?
Auroron! And, Haze?
Huh? Huh? When did you guys... Oh, drat. I wasn't expecting them. And now the Traveler probably caught me yelling at Auroron. Oh, this is not a good look. Hello there, you two. We were just, acting out some scenes from a light novel, quoting the lines. I didn't...
Huh? Yes, that's right. I owe you an apology too, Traveler. I asked you for help, but I forgot to watch my back and Granny caught me. And now we're play acting.
So what are you two up to exactly? Did something happen to this poor guy?
Yeah. Leela's his name. He got into some trouble during a clairvoyance session. It's a kind of spell that lets your spirit leave your body, so you can access secret knowledge. You know, Leela's problem is his spirit has gotten lost and can't find its way back to his body.
So in other words, his body's here, but his soul's gone?
Well, technically the soul and the spirit aren't quite the same thing.
I just wanted to help bring Leela's spirit back.
And I wouldn't have stopped him if it was anyone else. But the issue is,
What's a spirit duffer?
someone with no spiritual sensitivity whatsoever. Spirit duffers can't sense or control spirits, much less... Now, there are certain methods that can force even spirit duffers into a clairvoyant state. But, well, I mean, look what happened. The spells of the Masters of the Nightwind are all based on dealing with spirits. And so are all our problem-solving methods. So if they get into trouble trying to use a spell, there's basically nothing we can do.
Yes, there is. As long as the soul is involved, I should be able to help.
You hear that? No prizes for guessing what a
Oh, because of your special constitution, right? But isn't...
I'll be fine. Granny's just worrying too much. I'm feeling fine now, so I should be able to do it safely. Besides...
Don't kid yourself. What happens if it's not as safe as you're hoping, We both know you'll risk it all to try and rescue him anyway. Honestly.
This is a tricky one. It's true that Auroron could be self-sacrificing to a fault, but it's also true that Sweet Lolly tends to worry too much.
You're darn right Granny Eatsley's got a plan. Why else do you think I'd be here?
Huh? You did...
Wait, really? You actually know a way to save him?
Yes. I mean, it's a crude solution. But that's beside the point. The point being, don't interfere when Granny's already got the... Anyway, Traveler, I was actually going to ask for your help on this.
Oh, great! Well, it's a good thing Auroron brought us here, then.
I intend to use a two-pronged approach. The first is the crude method. Basically, see the thing I've drawn around Leela's body? That's a gateway to the Night Kingdom. Once the gateway is activated, all roaming spirits in the area will be drawn to it. If we're lucky, we'll find I'll lend you some of my power like last time. so you can use my clairvoyance. It only works if you use this projection sensor first, though. So don't worry. This time nothing can go wrong. You'll just feel like you're in the Night Kingdom, and you'll see a lot of roaming spirits around you. All you need to do is you can leave Aurora on to sift through them and find Leela. Since he wants to help so bad, draw him back, using what I know about the instincts of spirits. As we all know, clairvoyance is usually conducted with the goal. If we can find out what mystery Leela wanted to learn the truth of, we can use that to draw his lost spirit back here. I'll do some clairvoyance of my own and channel it through Leela's body. That should give me some idea of what he was thinking.
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets it now. The first approach is like fishing with a net, and the second is like fishing with bait. Just like how Aurora wanted us to lure you.
Your point would have been just as clear without the example.
What? Don't think I won't revisit this later.
But Granny, it's amazing that you can use a person as a clairvoyance medium. I always thought you had to use an anim-
You can't flatter your way out of this one. But you're not wrong. A person without a spirit is just a physical shell. Which, for our traveler, just over there is my spirit loom, which will record the fragments I see during clairvoyance. Once I begin, please arrange them on a woven scroll for me. Let me know when you're ready. We should get to work. Are you ready? Don't worry, the spirit loom is very,
Oh, the woven scroll is ready. This looks like a...
it's Sanhaj Kampore.
Huh? You mean that Sanhaj? Auroran's ancient name hero guy?
That's right. He was not only one of the 6 heroes, but also a legendary border master of our tribe. 500 years on, and
Border Master is an honorable title, by the way. It's only given to powerful figures like Granny Seatlala.
No, not like me. The most powerful border masters can expand the borders of the Night Kingdom and temporarily manifest part of it in the I'm no amateur with border spells. But Sanhaj is in a league of his own. They say his border mastery was what turned the tide in the Battle of the Marijavari 500 years ago. Legend has it that Sanhaj summoned a miniature Night Kingdom and exploded it to defeat the encroaching...
Whoa, he must have been really...
Of course, it came at a great price. As far as I understand, both Sanhaj and Tainoch the leader of the I don't know what Leela was thinking. Even I'd think twice before seeking out Sanhaj Kampore during I'm starting to feel like something else is at play here. Yep, you can keep gathering the roaming spirits. That won't be affected. But before that, it looks like we now have another problem on our hands. Connecting with the spirit... Traveler, if you've got some time, could you go and get them to pipe down a bit?
It's fine. I can handle that.
Oh no, you're staying right here, mister. The Traveler has enough...
All right, then. Sorry, Traveler. Over to you, I guess.
Yeah, don't sweat it! The most important thing right now is getting Leela...
All right, everyone.
Granny. You're...
So, no good news.
You saw right through me. The Traveler collected a lot of spirits, and I checked all of them one by one. None of them matches
I figured. It was written all over your face. It's all right.
Leela's condition is still stable, but we're not really getting anywhere.
Well, luckily, I made some progress on my end. Leela's parents told me that he made a new friend recently, and apparently on one occasion they secretly followed him and saw him and his friend. Yeah, some guy who goes by the name Kokuchu, dressed in what looked like Inazuman attire.
Is this really all I'll need, Mr. Kokuchu?
Based on my studies of the ancient texts, hypersensitivity is usually treated with desensitization therapy. Now, for a poor chap like yourself with no sensitivity to spirits whatsoever, you'll have to completely immerse yourself in...
Is it risky?
You're the spirit duffer, not me. I'm sure you're more clued up than I am on the potential consequences of brute force clairvoyance.
All right, but I do have one last question. What's in this? People like me obviously don't have much clout in this tribe, so it's not like I can offer you much in return.
You think I'm looking for a reward? Oh, my good sir, take a look at my face.
What? What's...
Just a friendly guy who's happy to help.
What? So some random guy from Inazuma just felt like helping Leela cure his...
Hypersensitization therapy, huh? What a novel idea. Could that...
Not on Leela by the looks of things.
It's anything but novel. Our tribe used to offer it as a treatment once upon a time. As for this Kokuchu fellow, I'm sure he has his own agenda. He conveniently disappeared right after Leela got into this mess. Leela's parents gave me the address of the camp, so I went and checked it out. There were clear traces of spiritual energy.
What's this?
A broken shard. Probably from a weapon or some sort of ceremonial implement. You feel that? It might look old, but it has extremely strong traces of... Leela must have used this as his medium. It would definitely explain how a spirit duffer like him...
Wait, there's something else. It feels so familiar. I think this is somehow connected to my ancient name.
Connected how? Is it...
No, more like... I think this item might have belonged to a
Okay, that's it. Granny's getting itchy clairvoyance fingers.
I'm cool, same as last time? The Traveler can use the Spirit Loom to record what you find on a woven...
Nope. Auroron can do the record.
Why?
It's a safety measure. You have a better understanding of the spirit domain than the Traveler. If this really is a Sanhaj relic, you'll be better placed to deal with the fallout in the event that
See, Paimon? Told you Granny has a soft spot for the Traveler. Look at her not wanting to put him in danger. Meanwhile, I'm just a grandkid, so I'm expendable.
Hey, what are you blabbing on?
Sorry, Granny. I'm
Then let us be...
Alright, what's on the scroll this time? Looks like a broken bow covered in...
Hey, don't you think one of the pieces looks just like this shard?
You're right! It seems to be from the body of the bow.
I saw a bow just like this in one of Granny's scrolls.
Yes, it's the weapon Sanhaj used in the Battle of the Mare Javari. I guess that proves it.
Good old Sanhaj. The relic's spiritual energy was fluctuating very strong.
Now that's a true hero, huh? Generations later and the stuff he used to own is helping...
I still think there's more to this story, though. Kokochu must have had his own motives beyond just...
Well, okay, we saw the full bow just now, right?
I don't know if he'd have anything to gain by doing that. Even if they're Sanhaj relics, I still doubt he'd have...
Also, why use a spirit duffer in that case? You're basically...
Huh? Layla's body is responding!
Let me take a look. I can sense a spirit being drawn to the relic.
Looks like Granny's plan is working. Leela's spirit is being drawn to the bait.
In that case, let me try again. This time using both...
You can do it, Granny. I'm ready to go too.
You got the itch too.
Plus, Auroron went last time. It's only fair to take it...
Fine by me. We know it's safe now, so you shouldn't have any problem.
All right, if you insist. Be my guest. Just let me know when you're... You ready? All right.
Another image has appeared. This one is... a map?
A map?
Could it be the Mare...
The Mare Javari?
The Mare Javari was reduced to a desolate wasteland after that big battle. Or rather, it became known as the Mare Javari after what happened there. The ashes of the monsters and warriors who fought there covered the entire battlefield. Sometimes, bone-chilling cries would be heard from the depths. That place is full of untold dangers and mysteries. Over the centuries, the finest adventurers have tried to prove themselves by venturing in. That lasted up until around 20 or 30 years ago, when strange things started happening. People started speaking of an enormous dark creature the size of a mountain, and then, shortly after that, the whole region just completely disappeared.
What? How the...
I know, right? Anyway, if I'm not mistaken, the place indicated on this map is where it used to be before it disappeared. At the westernmost part of Natlan. It's a very remote location, far away from any of the tribes. There never used to be a set. Anyway, that's just what I've heard. This is what age does to you.
That's just an excuse. Granny?
Hold on a second. There's a spirit approaching the shard and the woven.
Oh, Leela's body is responding again!
Quite a strong reaction this time. Does this mean what he was really seeking was the marriage of our—
I sense it too. There's a soul nearby. Almost a complete one.
This is creepy, but...
Seems like the plan is working.
So, can we...
Not today. You might think bringing a spirit back into its body is like pouring water from one bottle into another. I need to borrow a ceremonial sword and make some other preparations. But don't worry. Now that his spirit's returned, there's just one step left. Let's meet up again in 2 days.
Peace prevails throughout the land, and all things are made...
Greetings again, everyone.
See, Lolly, you're here!
I got the ceremonial sword from the chief. It has a certain power that's needed in situations. You haven't forgotten what we're doing today, right?
Of course not! We're gonna wake Leela up, and then ask him just what the heck...
And I've prepared the rest of the tools for the ceremony per Granny's instructions. We've dotted all our I's and crossed all our T's, so today should go off without a hitch.
Good work, kiddo. Then without further ado, let's get started. I give offerings from the mystic smoke, the gift of stars on a moonless night, a wreath of dreams in the swirling wind. Glory be to the ruler of death. Fade, fade, fade. Thrice uttered and thrice repeated.
Whoa! Is this one of her magic spells? This whole place suddenly got cold. What's happening?
Keep your voice down. We mustn't disturb her.
We, the children of the Priest King, swear to abide by the ancient pact and tear through the veil of the Night Realm. I am Seedlali. Hear my command. I am the Shepherd of Doomsday. I am Akul Batil.
Oh, look! Leela's spirit is back. It's coming towards his body.
I shall pierce the cloak of night with flintstone and banish all souls that do not belong to the land of the... Leela, obey my command and return to the land where the sun shines. Return...
Did it work?
Huh? Where am I? And who are you? Whoa! Granny Eatsley, High Priestess Seedlali, please have mercy.
Oh, guilty conscience, huh? So, you know full well what you've done. Do you have any idea how close you were to never making it back? Or maybe you thought life would be more fun as an inanimate object.
I'm sorry, I messed up, and I'll face the...
Oh, you sure about that? Then say goodbye to your parents. Tell goodbye, Mom and Dad. I've realized I enjoy life as an empty shell so much that I've decided to get Granny Eatsley to turn me into a stone statue, so I can stand guard over her house for the...
No, please don't, I'm begging you. I'll never do this again, I promise. Thank you, High Priestess Seedlali.
Don't thank me. Thank my grandson. If he hadn't sensed something was amiss, I wouldn't have bothered...
You're more than welcome, Leela. And don't mind Granny. She's all bark and no bite. Besides, someone tricked you into doing this, didn't they? That Kokju guy.
No, Mr. Kokachu had nothing to do with it. It was all... Well, he suggested the method of using a powerful spirit relic as a medium, but it was my decision to go through with it. I wasn't coerced or anything. I'm sorry. I'm the one to...
The brainwashing is strong with this one.
So did Kokuchu provide the relic?
He did. He said it was a treasure related to the Mare Javari.
Right, so that proves it. He was using you. He coaxed you into doing the clairvoyant.
But I'm a spirit duffer who can't cast a single spell. What use would I be to him? Guys like me couldn't sense a spirit even if we spent the rest of our lives sitting and meditating. But Mr. Kokuchu said that if I brute force the spell and immerse myself in a spiritually rich substance, I might be able to catch a glimpse of one. It's...
Still, brute forcing a spell when you're a spirit duffer is like forcing yourself to run a marathon without any legs. If it...
I know, I'm sorry. It's just... everyone in this tribe is so amazing.
I totally understand how you feel, Leela. Some seeds effortlessly grow into beautiful cabbages. Who knows why this is the way things are? Maybe that's just life. Life, I know saying this doesn't change anything either, but I hope it makes you feel a little better.
Let's pause this discussion for now. We need to get you to Matla's for a checkup.
Okay, looking good. Seems like this guy got off lightly. Just make sure he eats when you...
That's a relief. I've heard of cases where people's bodies started necrotizing after they spent too long meditating.
What a horrifying thought!
Anyway, Leela, even though we didn't know each other before all this, I'm still really glad that you're okay now.
Well, maybe you don't know me, but I've heard all about you. The same goes for High Priestess Lali, the Traveler, and Paimon. I've heard...
Huh? Even us?
This might sound corny, but you're exactly the kind of people I've always dreamed of becoming. But it's clear to me now. Honestly, why'd I have to be born a spirit duffer? Nah, it's alright, really. I'm used to being useless by now. Auroron, I think you're right. It's just a fact of life. I promise I won't take another risk like this in the future.
Leela.
It's okay. There's no need to comfort me.
Hey, you little rascal.
Huh? What's wrong?
I said, look at me. Take a good hard look. Sense...
Granny, what are you talking about?
What do you think, Traveler? Another case of happy to help written on some...
Hold on. I think... either my mind's playing tricks on me or... No, it must just be my imagination. I wouldn't be able to see through something like that.
Wait, I know this trick. It's the same one I used a while back. Granny snuck away from right under our noses.
You see? You can perceive some spiritual abnormalities now.
Really?
But where are you going, Granny?
Where do you think? I'm going fishing, Someone triggered the trap I set in the cave. Looks like our friend Kokuchu took...
What?
Sorry, can't talk now. You'll find me in the cave. Don't believe it. He got away. Oh, this is terrible. Why'd I have to go and act so cocky about it? I'm gonna look like such a fool. This Kokuchu must be a real escape artist or something. But I can't tell them that. I'll have to think of some...
See, Lolly, did you get him?
Given that she's the only person here...
I thought I'd let him go for now, but I left a mark on him. So if he comes around here again, I'll be able to track...
Oh, so Granny had only pretended to leave the cave, when in fact she'd set up a whole trap for him and was lying in wait.
Ah, so just like how you caught Auroron. But how did you know Kokuchu would come here?
Because I planted the bait here. The Mare Javari map and the bow shard. Left them both on the table. I had a feeling those were what he was truly at. And sure enough, my trap was triggered just moments after we left.
So you really did set up traps here after all?
Of course. It's just that they'd never do anything to either of you.
See? What did I...
So, Mr. Kokuchu, you used me after all. This whole time, all you wanted was to find the location of the Mare Javari.
That's right. I've been wondering about the shard he left ever since I came across it. The moment I confirmed the Mayor Javari's location, that's when I realized. It was bait. He was counting on Leela's spirit getting lost, and the tribe coming to his rescue.
Oh, so he was fishing too! It was all a ploy to lure in an actual clairvoyant who could look.
Yep. And somebody fell for it, hook, line.
I'm sorry. But so did.
The nerve! I only got involved because of you little.
Either way, Kokchu played us like a fiddle. Huh. He managed to accomplish his goals without taking any of the.
You could say that again. Imagine if he tried to approach Seat Lolly directly. She'd have. Although, actually, Seat Lolly, what?
Because I couldn't risk using my full abilities here. He was a pretty slippery.
Was it my fault for picking a bad place? I went looking for somewhere with a wealth of spiritual energy when I.
Mad Sage?
Yeah, he's napping right behind that wall. We'd have a whole new situation on our hands if we woke him up. I do have some good news, though. I snatched the shard and map back before he bolted, so I may have restrained myself, but I certainly didn't let him walk all over me.
That's great! So he left empty-handed?
Yes, sort of. The bad news is he did get a look at the map before he left. Not that the Mayor Javari's last known location is.
Yeah, that's kind of worrying. What if he's
Don't worry. I'll keep tracking. Also, Leela, if it's all the same to you, I'd like to give the shard and map to the traveler as a gift. They might prove useful at some point in his journey.
Absolutely. That's completely fine. The travel.
None of us are interested in them. And if there's any chance of them leading you to the Mayor Javari, I'm sure an Granny Eatsley has a sense for these things.
So, Granny Eatsley? Do you think I'm still.
What kind of a dumb question is that? You saw through my illusion, didn't you? I mean, that's partly because I deliberately made it imperfect, but even Auroron, give this guy some lessons when you've got the time. Leela, put in the work, and we'll see how far you get.
Amazing. Life is so full of surprises. As long as you keep moving forward, you might just run into some. I'm so happy for you, Leela. Let's both give this our best shot, and who knows? We might both be beautiful cabbages one.